Growing up with a hearing loss was something that I knew was different, but everyone around me accepted my hearing loss, so it wasn't a big deal. I originally was supposed to go to a private Catholic school, but since private schools are not obligated under the American with Disabilities Act to provide services for students like me, my family sent me to a public school that already had a deaf and hard of hearing program. Here is where they could provide American Sign Language interpreters, speech therapy, sound field systems, and the school was already accommodating and aware of students with hearing loss who need services to help in everyday schooling. I'd always embraced my hearing loss, and my elementary school never made me or my friends feel like we were outsiders. But when I transitioned into middle school, many kids weren't used to this difference. They weren't used to the idea of interpreters, my hearing loss, and how I needed them to face me so I could read their lips in order to understand them. At the end of 6th grade, I made what I thought were some good friends. But one day, one girl was acting weird towards me, and everyone else was ignoring me, as if I didn't exist. At the end of the day, I asked her what was wrong. Had I done something? Shortly, another friend of mine started to say stuff like, "She is too nice to tell you, but we'll all find you super annoying." The text kept going back and forth, and pretty soon things were getting out of hand. She started to tell me that I was a puppy, following them around and didn't do anything to contribute to the group. She told me people didn't like me and that all my friends that I had made were all fake towards me, that I faked my hearing loss to get attention, that I wasn't really deaf. When she ended the conversation with, "You are a deaf, dumb bitch who should go kill yourself," I was completely shocked. No one had ever said something like that to me. I was used to people making ignorant comments, making rude jokes, and trying to laugh it off, but this was not something that I could shrug off my shoulder. I had not experienced something like this, a situation where someone used my disability against me, something that I have no control over. I didn't ask to be born deaf. A group of girls made me feel like I was an outsider, something that they would point their fingers at and laugh as if I was an animal stuck in a cage. These girls throughout the entire year, but especially at this moment, made me feel so bad about myself that I felt that I was not worthy to be their friend, not worthy to be known, not worthy to even be alive. This was one of the lowest blows that I've heard, along with many unnecessary comments. I wish my reaction to this right away was to take a step back and realize how narrow-minded these girls were. I wish I could have told myself how they were uneducated about what it means to be someone with a disability, how much I have to do in order to be at the same level as them. It took me a while to get to this point, but thankfully, due to the support and the love that I was shown while growing up in the deaf and hard of hearing community, mixed with mainstream society, I've been able to adjust my attitude and to take comments like these as if they are uneducated about what it means to be with someone with a disability. Unfortunately, many people aren't able to do that because they don't have the confidence. They aren't shown support, encouragement, and the education that being different is okay, that you are a person with a unique perspective. Unfortunately, many people don't realize that when you make fun of someone's disability and they hear it over and over again, they will start to believe that what people say is true. They will believe that the entire world is out to get them and that they don't deserve to be here. It's just like, ew, I hate talking about this stuff because it just like ties into everything, like racial injustice. It's just like people who like face discriminatory things, like they can't control, like what bothers me most is that they can't control what they were born with, and that people dislike or disrespect them for something that they can't control is like, I can't view that person who's doing the harm the same way, because it's like they're not taking the time to like realize how valuable this person is, and so like honestly they're the people that need help. Like if they can't understand that these people are going like out of their way to just fit in with society, like those are the people we should be focusing on, like trying to get them to understand that these people are no different than us. And so like hearing stories like these, like I just like encourage people that when you see someone that's different, you like taking the time to like be empathetic and like put yourself in those shoes. And that's a cliche quote, but like until you do that, like you're not going to understand what that person goes through. It's okay to ask questions, and it's like that person sees that you're trying to like make an effort to understand what they're going through rather than just judging. And like I think that's something that like little things that like our community could work on. Like, why do you do this? It's like better than just sitting there from the side and like gossiping to your friends, like, oh my god, you see that person? Just little things like that, because you don't know what that person's going through and how hard they've had to like work just to be where they are.